Stinson from Mayfield, Kentucky, takes the opening snap. He will hand it off to Witherspoon, and is 5 of the game. Second down and 9 from the 36. Again, the give is to Witherspoon, and he'll be wrapped up as he crosses the 35 to the 36. Left, one to the right for the Racers. Back is the southpaw. Stinson fires left, and that pass is going to be intercepted, and this one's going back the other way. Touchdown! Up in front, 6-0. Here is the perfect PAT kicker, D.C. Pippen. A perfect from East St. Louis, Illinois. Played for the East St. Louis Flyers. And he gets the call straight up the middle. Nice spin move from the Murray State 13-yard line, 7-0 Redhawks. And here's the pass. Stinson sets up a little wide receiver screen, and the Redhawks will. Daquan Dallas, who is from Memphis. And here is the punter, Lewis Halton, who ranks 3rd in the OVC in punting. And there is Dalen McDonald. He does not make a fair catch, and he'll be making his first collegiate start. And he'll get it at the 45-yard line, hands it to the All-American Geno Hess, and he'll grind out 3-yard, 100-yard rushing games in school history as well. 2nd and 7, and they give it to Hess again, bouncing right, cut it back up inside, still on his feet, to the left. Now Hess shifts to the right of Patrick Heidert. Gets the call, sweeping left to the 40-yard line, and a good open prospect in the state of Kentucky coming out of high school. Here's a pass over the middle, and there is Johnny King, and he will grind yardage out to the 20-yard line and in motion to the right. Heidert from the gun, gonna throw. Steps up, now he's gonna tuck it and run to the 15, cut it back inside 10, and he slides.
Stayed out of position.
3 down linemen for the Racers. Handoff is not made. It's going to be Heidert. He spins his way to the 6-yard line. Heidert from the gun. And a delayed handoff to Hess. And he's going to be dropped to a field goal attempt here. Heidert from the gun. And it's a reverse. And the handoff is to Flournoy. Flournoy, he's caught 7 TDs. Here is D.C. Pippen, and he splits the uprights. And the Redhawks, 32, Dallas in motion to the right here for Murray State, all in white today. And they'll run a little flip, and it's a jet sweep running left. 2nd down and 8. And again, they will run a jet sweep, and this time it breaks loose down the sideline all the way to the 20-yard line. 24-yard line, that's a 42-yard run for Britain. And the handoff comes, and it goes right to Witherland from the 17-yard line. Jaden Stinson back and looking to throw, sets up a bubble screen, and the Redhawks are going to make the play at about the 40 right. Into the game for the first time, redshirt freshman Cortez Jones, and he gets the call. Starts right, cuts it back up inside, and he is stacked up. Football game, he's behind Stinson. From the gun, hand off Jones, straight up the middle, and he works his way down to about the 11-yard line. Murray State, 30-yard field goal bomb, little high snap, but he will kick it right down the middle. Playoffs, he could be back for the postseason. Here is Geno Hess with the call across the 30, 35, there he goes. It's a foot race, and Heidert is racing to block. Hess is gone. Touch Pippen, 42 for 42 in PATs, and there's number 40 at the collegiate level from the 28-yard line, and they will hand the football off. This is Cortez Jones, 148 rushing yards, and he leads the team with 3 rushing touchdowns. Jones, and this is Stinson running straight up the middle to the 35-yard, down in 3. Stinson back at quarterback, 2 receivers stacked to each side. Stinson looks left. Now he throws left in the flat. Diving attempt. Low snap. And he gets it away. Dalen McDonald has it at the 25. Sidesteps a man. He's coming right side. Gets a block 30. 40-yard line. McDonald and Houck Field. Snap back to Heidert. And he throws left sideline, leaping attempt, but Island Rams. And he is a redshirt junior in eligibility for SEMO. Here is Haynes. He's going to fake it. Now he's going to punt before. Jaden Stinson from the 20 hands it off to Witherspoon, starting left. Now cuts it back inside. Witherspoon is loose. He's to the 30, 40-yard line. And they will fake the jet sweeps, and it's going to be the backup quarterback, Matt Witherspoon. Flank to his right. 2nd and 1. Witherspoon starting left. Hesitation. He's got the corner. Miles away from this stadium. And his final 2 college choices were SEMO and Murray, and he chose Murray State. Redhawks quarterback at East St. Louis High School. It's Maui going to take off and run again. Boy, look at the power by Maui. Holds 3 school records in 3 different sports there. It's unbelievable. And a pass that is dropped. And the left flat by Daquan Dallas. I mentioned the OVC. They are 1 for 5 today. Stinson to throw. Clean pocket. Deep down the right seam. And the ball is caught near the... Here with Maui from the 1. The quarterback sneak. And did he get in? They've got an odd formation here. They're going to throw it and go for 2. And the ball is dropped. Picked up by the Redhawks. Are they going to blow it as an
incomplete pass?
Okay, it's an incomplete pass. And Nets to a state championship last year. Hand off Geno Hess running right, breaks free to the 30. Hess gets a face.
Smith has
2 receivers left here, and this is Smith again, and he's going to come up. 3rd down and 2 for the Redhawks. And they will hand it off. Hess barrels his way for another 1st down. Look at him. Receivers each way. They blitz, and there goes Hess, and he bounces it left, cuts it back inside, and is he going to get to the 15? 3rd down and 4. Back to throw, Heidert over the middle, leaping catch and stumbling. And they'll deploy Johnny King in motion to the right. Here is Heidert, throw hit at the 10, and it will try a 26-yard field goal. And it is low, but it is on the way to the stadium. Saw the Show Me Center parking lot was full. Stinson sets up a little screen pass and trying to win a conference title. Long way to go. Murray State will have something to say about it. Stinson trying to... And here is Lewis Halton. The redshirt senior has a long this year of 57, low kick, and 10 years for Murray State. They'll wrap up that Myrtle Beach Invitational tomorrow. They said they are loving SEMO football in the Ham. Apparently Birmingham, Rick, is the Ham as Geno Hess. Look at the Redhawks grouping 4 receivers right side, and they throw it to Hess. He's got plenty of block. Patrick Heidert, the freshman from the gun, and he wings it near side. It's King, breaks outside, back inside, and he steps through a would-be tackler. 3 receivers to the right as King is in motion. They'll run left with Hess cut back. 35-30, look at Hess go. Down the sideline, the Express. 2-9. And the PA tick kick from Pippen is right. Stephen Lewis, the Redhawks junior defensive end, and they will run the football here. Withers on 3rd down today, 4th down and 7. McDonald back. Redhawks almost got a hand on that one. And McDonald called for the fair catch. Patrick Heidert works out of the gun. Gets it out quickly to the far sideline. It's Ryan Flournoy, and he draws a crowd. Boy, he has been today. Back to throw. Heidert fires down the right seam, and it's Flournoy. Shed one.
Pocket and delivered it right on time.
Freshman starting his first game at quarterback. And he's going to... So it's 3rd down and 11. Heidert throws it right, and it's low. And, boy, he has trouble with the... In the second. UT Martin still leading Eastern Illinois 14-7. Here's the punt. And this one is going to get near the sideline. And out.
Certainly would.
Jaden Stinson will turn and hand the football off. Witherspoon spins off a defender. Which Thanksgiving. Thanks for the email. 31-9. And the Racers will try to run out the clock here with 15 pounds on that line of scrimmage. Here is Stinson rolling left. Now he'll have to cut it back to the right side. Tries to uncork it, and the Redhawks are
Hess loose.
So I bet he got 10 more yards because of the Heidert block. Here is Hess, tried to bounce it right, and he'll be written down. 14 sacks his senior year in high school. Andrew Long for the Racers. Here's a slant pass. Left side, Ryan Flournoy in motion here on 3rd down. Handoff is to Hess, starts right, cut it back up inside, and Hess will be pulled down about 3 yards. Hawks do have a couple of fake punts in their arsenal, but they will not fake it here. Here's the punt. And Brooks that is an OVC record. Here is Witherspoon running right, and it'll be wrapped up and thrown down right at
tone here in the second half.
Racers trying to get some traction offensively. They'll set up a bubble screen to the outside. Brooks, and he will work his Racers from their 28-yard line. Maui will keep it himself, and he's got the 1st down just for 10,000 yards and 114 touchdowns at Mayfield. And he sets up a wide receiver. They're down at 8, and the pass play. Maui from the gun. Takes the snap, rolling right, hit. They fumbled the ball. The Red Hawks have it. Christian Furman. Pick 6 in the biggest game of his life. Here is Hess running to the right side, and there he goes. The
Touchable.
37-9. 3 more TDs for Hess. And Pippen remains.
Be a lot of new numbers in there defensively for the Red Hawks.
Stinson will go to work, hands it to 9 minutes to play from their own 23. And it's Maui into the game, and he hands it off 2,000. And here is a jet sweep handoff running left to Shun.
Quarterback in there for this snap.
And they will stay on the ground. Witherspoon and behind Stinson. Calls for the football. Give it to Witherspoon running left. He's got the first down. Powers his 5 more for 2,000. And he gets the call. Angles left. Takes on a defender. And is right. And he gives it to Cortez. Running left. Cuts it back up inside. And 4 yards to go. Stinson from the gun. To throw. Looking right. Throws it over the middle. Juggled and held. Stinson in the gun. And in motion now, it's going to be, it's Maui taking the lead. Straight back in the pocket. Stinson flush to the left. On the run, he's going to tuck it and run, and he'll be right. It is 1st and 10 on the 17-yard line for Murray State. Maui going to run it to the right. Witherspoon in the backfield to block. Maui throws toward the end zone. It is caught. Timo. Maui calling signals. Straight back in the pocket. Fires right. It is low and incomplete. Once that Martin game is over, there's the kickoff. High bounce, and Ryan Flournoy going to return it to the 40. Flournoy, I think he's going to go to the house. And now DC Pippen splits the uprights. Sophomore safety out of Millbrook, Alabama. Transferred to SEMO from Dodge City Community College. Colonels. And they will run an end around. And the jet sweep will go to about the 30-yard line. Lucas Maui in shotgun. Looking right, fires that way. Batted down. Lewis Halton on to punt. And that ball is going to bounce in front of Dalen McPorter, up 45-15. Gino Hess gets the call, still in the football game. Crosses the 20-yard line, still on his, came in 5th in the nation in rushing and TDs. Got 3 more touchdowns today. DeMaurier Vick goes to work on the outside, cut down just. There's the snap, and the punt away by Zach Haynes. And this is going to be fielded by Brooks. And he'll be quarterback as Jaden Stinson left injured late in the 3rd quarter. And they will hand it to Daquan Dallas, 3 wides, looking to throw. And he's going deep down the right seam, and it's caught. And this one may go for 6. All the way to the zone we were just talking about this season. And he boots through number 45 to play. And the Red Hawks will hand it off to Gino Hess, bouncing right across the 30. Boy left. Hess gets the call, bouncing left. He's going to cut it to the outside, and he's not going to be able to get any more yardage, or is he? Got to the 47, to the right. It was an unnecessary roughness penalty, by the way, and there is Ryan Flournoy. He's a junior, eligible to come back next year. Here is Hess. And some daylight to the 30-yard line where he'll be Flournoy in motion. He's tight to the right. And they give it to Hess, running right. Cut it back up inside. Leaps. It gets to the 20. The OVC. And it's Hess again. Up the middle. Going home. Touchdown, Gino Hess. Out of the hold of Adam Krause. And women's basketball. Man, they're having a resurgence for Murray State women's basketball. 15, I believe. And now finished with a losing record.
They need that quarterback to get back healthy.
Maui on the run, and
they're 25.
And the punt is away. Memphis 6'5" senior. He'll give it to Hess. Looking for the record. Cut it back. He's got the OVC record. What a day. What a day. And the Red Hawks with Daryl Smith. What a football player he is. And here is Daryl Smith, steps out of an ankle tackle, and OVC's Twitter feed at OVC Sports, so they will broadcast it live. Here is the punt. It is short, but if it was, man, you talk about going out in style. And the Racers will be going now here at Houck Stadium. And the Racers will stay on the ground with Jones. Jacob Morrissey and company will.
Onyx off. He doesn't want that to get waterlogged.
Here is Jones, and he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. That's going to be the final play.
Football this year.
Now keep in mind, we will talk with Coach Tuke on the radio.